Hello, welcome to my place. We have just gone through two of Paul's distinctly personal letters. They were written to Timothy, a follower of Paul, and more than likely Paul's successor in the church of Ephesus. I encourage you to listen back to the beginning when I started on First Timothy. It's been a few weeks, so you'd have to look for it. But they were written to Timothy, a follower of Paul, and more than likely Paul's successor in the church of Ephesus. At times, Paul was a little hard on Timothy, but he was always admonishing, encouraging, and urging forward in it all. Let me ask you, if you were to write a letter to those who surround you, what would you say? Would you admonish, encourage, urge forward, rebuke, correct, teach, and all the other things that Paul told Timothy? Paul encouraged Timothy in his two letters to keep the faith, to be strong, to endure difficulties when they arise. And above all, he told Timothy to be strong in the preaching of God's word, the preaching of the gospel. The world Paul was in back in the first century was not a whole lot different than it is today in the 21st century. There still is difficulty. There are still people who accept the gospel and people who don't. In it all, Paul encourages every believer to let our lives to be a living letter to everyone around us, both Christian and non-Christian. I want to read that to you. 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 2 and 3. It says, "You are our letter, written in our hearts, known and read by all men, being manifested that you are a letter of Christ, cared for by us, written not with ink, but with the Spirit of the living God, not on tablets of stone, but on tablets of human hearts." That is an amazing letter that you can write. The life you lead is the letter you write to those around you. Are you being an encouragement to them? Are you stemming their growth? Are you trying to fan the flame that they were called to? Are you urging them forward? Are you rebuking and correcting and teaching and encouraging, building them up? Are you preaching the gospel that Jesus and Paul and the other gospels preached? And I'm talking through your lives. I'm not talking through the word, but it could be through the word too. I encourage you to do so, no matter what. Keep the faith, preach the word, be confident. God bless you richly. We'll see you next time.